Ever consider installing solar power in your home? It's a great way to go green, and it's sure to cut down on those costly utility bills. On today's show, we'll give you a home solar tutorial and show you just how easy it is to install solar panels onto your home. Thinking of a major home transformation? Today, we'll start from the ground up and show you how to refresh and convert your home with new, long-lasting floors. It's off to college for many of our kids, and life in a dorm room presents many challenges. We will get storage and organization tips from an expert. This is the show all about you, your space, and your home.
A few months ago, Andy and Vivint Solar showed up at my house to give us a new solar energy system. Well, my dad likes it because it's been saving us money. My mom likes it because we're using that money to go on vacation. And I just think it's interesting. So Andy invited me to Utah to find out exactly what's going on with solar in his company. And wow, it's pretty here. Plus, he said they had a soda machine. Sold!
These take care of all of our different inventory needs that we have across the company. Here at Vivint Solar, we're changing the entire process, the way people get solar on their homes. Not just the way they pay for it, but the way we install it, the way it gets designed. And Javon here is one of our managers for the digital team who's working on an exciting project that'll make it easier for customers to get solar on their home.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, Javon.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good.
Awesome. Residential solar is becoming so big that Google's getting involved. Now, we're working with them on a project to make solar simpler than ever. Do you want to take a look?
Sure.
So you just type in your address like you would on Google Maps. And then you find your house. There's my house right here. And then right from here, you can see if solar works for your home. You can see how much money you can save every month just by going solar.
That's so awesome.
Once you see how much money solar can save you, it's time to get a system designed, and that's what I do. Let's go check it out.
Okay.
Thanks, Javon.
Thanks for coming by.
Bye, thank you.
I want to introduce you to Zach. How you doing, Zach?
Good.
Zach, this is Millie.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Zach is one of our designers here at Vivint Solar, and what he does is he takes all of the information that we get on site at a customer's home and prepares an AutoCAD design. Every house has its own unique shape and requires its own unique solar system, and that's what Zach does. He's building a custom design for each customer. So what he does is he takes an aerial image and copies the shape of the roof lines onto the AutoCAD program. He then takes the information from our site survey documents and makes sure that all of the right measurements are in place. So here we can see the maximum number of modules that we can place on a given roof section and the production of those modules. What do you think?
I think that is so cool.
Yeah, it really is. Thank you, Zach, for taking time to show us how this works.
Yes, thank you so much.
I have someone I want you to meet. Do you have a few more minutes?
Yeah.
All right, let's go check it out.
Okay, thank you.
Morning, Greg.
Hi, Andy. How are you?
I'm doing well. I have a friend I'd like you to meet. This is Millie.
Hi, Millie. Welcome.
This is so amazing here. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
Millie has a lot of questions for you, so I thought I'd introduce her to the CEO or the head of the company. I have some things I need to take care of. He'll be able to answer anything you have questions on. So I'll catch up with you guys a little later, okay?
Perfect. Hey,
Thanks, guys.
Andy. Do you want to have a seat?
Sure. So, what's the big deal with solar?
Oh, there's so many things that are great about solar. I think probably my favorite thing is we help people save money. Do you know anybody that likes to pay their power bill?
No.
I don't either. And so we help people save anywhere from 10 to 40% on their power bill. One of the things I really like about solar is we give people the ability to choose who they want to buy their power from. And so we give people energy independence. That's another really cool thing and something that I like about solar energy and what we do.
So, how many houses do you put solar on every year?
Last year we did about 35,000. This year we're going to do 55,000, and next year we're going to do around 100,000 homes. So,
Wow.
company's going really fast, and people really like solar and the value that it provides.
So, how did you get interested in solar?
Well, I was actually retired, and I got a call from the founder of the company, And he said, how would you like to join my company? And funny thing is, a couple days before that, my wife was tired of me being retired. She says, you need to go do something more productive with your life. And I said, I want to go change the world. My wife and I have always been very environmentally conscientious, and so I got really excited about it because we're saving the environment, and I love technology.
That is so great. That's so cool.
That's cool, huh?
So what is it that you like best about working here?
Probably my favorite thing, in addition to the value we provide to our customers, is I like the people that I work with. We've got some amazing people. Work's a lot of fun. We work really hard, but it's just a fun place and amazing people.
Hey, you let me draw on some of those glass doors?
Sure, anyone you like. That's what we like to do.
Thank you.
So Billy, what do you think?
I thought this was so nice to know more about Greg and to learn more about Vivint Solar.
Wonderful. Well, thanks, Greg, for taking the time to chat with her. I know you're a busy man.
Well, thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you. And Andy, thanks for bringing Millie in. Make sure he lets you ride on whatever door or window you want.
Okay.
Hey, thanks again for coming.
No, thank you so much.
All right, have a great day.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Andy.
So you've seen a lot here today at Vivint Solar. What do you think?
I think that this is so incredible. What you guys are doing is amazing.
Awesome. Do you have any more questions for us?
Well, there is one more thing. And just like that, it was time to say goodbye. I came, I saw, I conquered. And they let me write on the glass window. Overall, I learned that solar energy is more than just charging my computer. These guys have some big ideas, and they were pretty nice. To learn more, go to vivintsolar.com.
You're embarking on a major renovation, taking an important room or an entire apartment and giving it new life. Starting from the bottom up, at the heart of the project is the subfloor. No doubt an attractive new floor is part of the plan, but you're faced with a subfloor that's badly worn, damaged, uneven, definitely a major expense to deal with. Many owners and contractors believe the best way to approach a damaged subfloor is to rip it up and start over, a truly costly and unwise environmental decision. Each year, millions of tons of debris from home and building renovations clog our landfills and become a pollution hazard threatening water supplies.
So this damaged subfloor here, as you see, is in terrible condition. We at HPS Schönox have a solution in order to avoid this. Bringing old material to the landfill is not good for the environment. It is costly and time-consuming. So what you see on this floor is that it does not just have cracks, but it also deteriorates in some places and leaves big holes, which have to be filled with a repair mortar first before we put our Schönox AP or APF on top of it. Any kind of subfloors, may it be old plywood, may it be old wood, may it be old ceramic, stone, whatever you think of, all concrete, all kind of critical substrates, those which are in bad condition, do not worry about it, just apply the Schönox material on top of it.
Achieve your goal of a beautiful new floor with a professionally executed renovation. The sound environmental approach, saving money over demolition, removal, and rebuilding.
So we have a wood house construction, and on top there is this old gypsum. The gypsum is worn out. You see all these particles and loose pieces. The really just loose pieces need to be removed. Everything else can stay as it is. We then go ahead and we clean around the edges and over the floor, and then we prime with our primer KH Fix. After a short drying time of around 30 to 45 minutes, you're then ready to pour Schönox AP or APF on top of it.
Working with a licensed contractor protects your investment because contractors are required to be insured and responsible for their results. And you need to pick a contractor that uses the best products available. HPS Schönox has a full line of repair products, floor leveling compounds, waterproofing materials, adhesives, and more. With them, your contractor will take a heavily damaged subfloor quickly and easily to a perfect surface, ready for any type of beautiful new floor.
When it comes to health and the environment, we do know that Schönox AP and APF are the perfect products. Number one, they are a synthetic gypsum. That's not a natural gypsum. They are recycled content. They are non-toxic and perfect to use for multifamily, healthcare, and everywhere else where people are working or living.
All of Schönox primers, moisture mitigation systems, self-leveling compounds, patching and smoothing compounds are very low in VOCs, harmful volatile organic compounds. You won't have to worry about the air quality in your home affecting your family's health. And Schönox self-leveling products are stronger than concrete, providing amazing performance. Schönox synthetic gypsum compounds have compressive strength of up to 6,200 psi.
So most installers who use it once will continue using it and prefer the synthetics over any cement. When it comes to the strength of the product, it becomes very, very hard. We're talking up to 6,200 psi, which is twice the strength of concrete. Schönox AP, APF does not shrink, does not crack, does not chip, and that is a wonderful solution over old, critical or problematic subfloors. So here with Schönox synthetics, we really have a revolution how we address old floors.
This remarkable transformation has only taken one day, turning a disastrous subfloor into the perfect substrate for any kind of beautiful new floor of the owner's choosing, and accomplished with the health and well-being of future occupants and the environment as priorities. For more information on HPS Schönox products, go to hpsubfloors.com. And to view this story again and get more information, visit our website, designingspaces.tv.
If you have a child going off to college, you're probably having mixed emotions. You're excited for them, but it's hard to see them go. Going away to school is an important rite of passage. There's the campus life, classes, and don't forget about the dorms. And you want to send them off with the right supplies, but we all know storage space in a dorm room is a precious commodity. Well, we have you covered here today on Designing Spaces as we continue our series that puts everything in its place. And to help us do that is Jane with Trinity International, an eco-friendly storage and organization company with products to make our lives easier and less cluttered. Jane, welcome back to Designing Spaces.
I'm so glad to be back.
You know, we're talking about organizing the smallest space we can think about, a dorm room.
Yes.
So you have lots of ideas for us today.
I sure do.
Okay.
And the challenge with the smallest place possible is that they cram as many people in there as they can.
This is true.
So you're sharing with at least one person, maybe
Right.
two,
Right.
or
So
three.
You really need to use that space wisely.
Yes.
Okay.
And they don't provide much when it comes to storage.
No. You walk in, there's a bed.
Exactly. And you have a desk,
Right.
a small closet, and a dresser, and that's really about it.
Right.
So you've got to bring your own solutions.
And you are bringing those solutions to us today as we see a couple options. So
Yes.
for our families watching, what would be the first thing you would suggest to them?
I would suggest the bronze slat rack.
Okay.
On these shelves, there are slats that are wider than on our shelving racks, so that not as much stuff can fall through.
Okay.
So that's great for putting your jewelry, for your books, your clothing. We've got the collapsible crates, which are so easy to assemble. And these crates can hold 15 t-shirts each.
Look how easy that is. I love that.
And it's got a lid so that your shirts won't get dusty.
And it folds flat if you're not using it.
Exactly.
And I like all the options you show here. You can have your printer or different things and even hang your backpack off of it. So
Yes.
it's multi-use.
Yes, each shelf on this one and that rack can hold up to 350 pounds,
Oh, wow.
which is about 30 books.
Okay, so now this is different because I noticed this has like smaller wires, but
Yes.
you have a cover on here.
Yes, so our bronze shelving racks have liners that you can put on them so that you can put things like a lamp on the top, picture frames
Picture
to
frames.
remind you of home.
Smaller things that won't fall through now
Yes.
because of the liners.
Yes, precisely.
That's
And we've
perfect.
got these drawers with the covers, which are 100% cotton and are fully washable. So in case it gets dirty, your toiletries spill out,
Right.
you can wash it with your laundry.
And I like that you said you can add so much weight, so you can put your books on here and not have to worry about it.
That's right.
Okay. Now, when we're talking about clothes, college students may do their laundry at school, but for the most part, they take it home. But you have options for that.
We do. We've got two different laundry sorters.
Okay.
One is a 2-bag sorter, and this is a 3-bag sorter, which comes with casters so they can roll it down to the laundry room.
That's handy.
And the bags are very easily removable, and they're washable, so they could throw it in with their laundry.
See, this is what I see happening. Okay, got my laundry, let's go to mom and dad's now.
That's right.
And this actually you can wash, right?
Yes, just
okay.
take the wires out.
Well, mom and dad will wash that for you, but, but you have lots of options for them.
Yes.
Okay, so any other advice for families watching and they're trying to make this transition?
I would suggest, since it's such a big step to go to college, and it's likely your child's first time away from home, that you go with your child to help them get organized and to put everything in its place.
Yeah, check out the space, give some advice, right?
Yes.
And that way it's easier to shop together.
Yes, and all of our items come flat packed so that they're really easy to assemble. And as you've already seen,
They're very easy.
Very easy.
Yes.
And the reverse is true. You can take it apart just as easily to move home at the end of the school year.
Perfect.
And
Okay.
because our stuff lasts so long, you can use it through your entire studies.
Right. Yeah, you just take it with you as you go.
And if you happen to get to school and discover that this isn't enough, you can always go to Costco, Home Depot, Overstock, or Wayfair, for example, and order or buy our products there. And you can even go to Amazon and through Prime Shipping, get it for 2 days. Get it in 2 days.
You also can go to your website.
That's right, TrinityII.com.
Yeah, so you have us covered. Whether we want to go there in person, look online, well, you know you can always buy your products.
Yes.
And this is just a sample of all that you offer.
Yes, a small sample.
Okay, well, thank you so much. You're helping to make this transition in a lot of families' lives just a little bit easier. So thank you so much. And next time you come back, we're going to tackle that one room that I think is impossible, but I know you can handle it. The garage.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, and we're going to organize that, right?
Yes, we are.
All right, I look forward to it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, if you've missed anything of what we've covered here today, please head over to our website at designingspaces.tv. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Yeah, this is really cool. I like the idea.
I wish I had that in college.
You want to do home maintenance projects yourself, but you don't have the tools. Every home should have a basic toolbox. But what tools do you need to get started? Let's look at the basic set of tools you'll need to get your home maintenance and DIY projects underway. If you plan on DIY home maintenance and improvements, you will no doubt be using a hammer and a screwdriver. There are two types of screwdrivers, flatheads and Phillips head. A nice set of screwdrivers that include both types is a must-have for your toolbox. As for a hammer, a lightweight tack hammer is enough for most around-the-house projects. If you're planning on doing some carpentry, you will need a claw hammer. Pliers come next, and like hammers, they come in a variety of sizes and shapes, depending on what they're supposed to be doing. For our toolbox, we have three types: your basic slip joint pliers, locking pliers, and needle nose pliers. Tape measure and ruler. You'll be surprised how often you'll need both. A utility knife will see a lot of action around the house. And a putty knife is a welcome addition for a number of weekend projects. Steel chisel, a 1/2-inch size, should do for most household applications. A little notepad and pencils. Mechanical pencils are best because they don't need to be sharpened. A small level will be indispensable when surfaces must be perfectly horizontal or vertical. And finally, the jack of all trades, duct tape. When purchasing tools, stick to name brands for an assurance of quality. They are dependable and will last a lifetime. There are other tools that can be added over time as you expand your DIY skills. You will be surprised how often you will find yourself reaching for the toolbox knowing you can do it yourself.
Making a space you can call home. Living the lifestyle you desire. It's what we are all about. We are Designing Spaces.
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show or to find out how to be part of the show, log on to designingspaces.tv. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.